Hi guys, I'm Cat Navarro with IdeateTV, and I'm here with Taya from Scratch and Grain Baking. So Taya, your kitchen, thank you for welcoming me here.
Thank you for having me, thank you for coming.
Yes, well I want to know a little bit about your company here, because I know that Scratch and Grain Baking is a little bit different in that you use whole grains. Just tell me about your baby.
So we got started because we wanted to create a product and an experience. After baking with our kids, it was a mess, a nightmare. Yeah. Tons of ingredients, measuring spoons and all of that kind of stuff everywhere. $40 for the organic ingredients. We wanted to make it healthier, so we put a bunch of healthier stuff like flax in there, agave. And at the end of it, it was like we forgot the baking soda or the salt, and it didn't taste right. Yeah. So we were like, let's make baking fun, and let's make it wholesome, and let's use high quality whole grain products so that whatever we're feeding our children or ourselves are clean ingredients. So that's how we got started, was just by trying to solve the problem of how can we make people bake more? How can we bring homemade baking into homes of everybody and make it fun?
So did you first start selling it to your friends, or who were the first people that you sold your product to?
Well, we first did product testing with all of our friends and family. We made like a couple hundred kits, and we gave it to everybody who we knew, and we were like, what do you think of this? Would you buy it? What do you think? And everybody, not one person didn't like it. They loved it. And so the first person we sold it to, ironically, we first thought that we were going to be an online-only business. Yeah. So when we started the company, we built a website, we had retails, and we literally thought we would have to get a huge following online, and then grocery stores would pick us up. But what we found out was the first day that we had a kit in hand, which was about 5 years ago to the day, we went into a local grocery store and we were like, do you carry local products? And they were like, well, what do you have? And right there on the spot, they were like, we want one of everything. Wow. And they asked us like, how many come in a case? And we were like, how many are supposed to come in a case? Because that's not how we thought we would get started. So from there, we knocked on the doors of every grocery store we could drive to, and then we started emailing, and then we started flying to all of these places, and so that's how we got our distribution.
That's amazing. I mean, that's very encouraging hearing like your start and where you guys are now. Where can people buy this?
We are sold at Target nationwide. We're sold in about 5,000 retailers. We're sold in several Safeway Albertsons divisions across the country, and Acme stores, Publix supermarket down in the southeast. We're sold in Jewel Osco and online.
Gotcha. Now, what are some of the roadblocks that you experienced, like trying to get your product out there and maybe with some of the competition and differentiating from the other products that might be similar?
So we were pretty lucky in the fact that we had a product that was not on the market. There's baking mixes, but we're not a baking mix. We're a kit that individually packages every ingredient separately, so it truly is like baking from scratch. Right. So there was no competition. Yeah. But it is a full new category, which is a totally different topic. So it's taken us a long time for some of the larger retailers to make headway. That is one thing that I didn't know. We've been talking to some of our buyers, like our Safeway Albertsons accounts. Yeah. It's taken us years to finally get through all the paperwork, to get through asking them time and time again to add it. And for a lot of our large retailers, it's like that. It takes a long time to develop the relationships with the buyers and then to get through the whole process. It can take a year or two.
When you started baking in your kitchen in Oregon, did you ever imagine you would be this company? You're a company, a big company now.
No, I would have, if you would have told me even 5-10 years ago, 5.5 years ago, I would have said there's no way on earth I would have a baking mix company, but we have one.
You designed this. Is this you?
It's not me, but it might resemble me. Yeah. I did make her, so I don't think I could help it.
Wow, okay. And then we were talking about how this kind of gives you the old school feel of, you know, like that good old home feel of home baked goodies.
Yeah, when I designed her, the name and everything, I wanted, for her specifically, I wanted something that would make you feel like what reminds you of baking, like, and that's so retro, 50s, 60s, all of that. Everybody used to bake all the time. But I also wanted somebody who was relatable to everyone. I wanted the mom who, you know, their child would trust her to bake. Right. I wanted the daughter, the grandma that's like, oh, that's like my daughter. I want the husband to say, like, I would trust her, that looks like my wife. Yeah. Or someone that's relatable to all sides, that also just encompasses baking and like homemade feeling.
That's great, and I think that's kind of exciting because, I mean, especially in places where most people live in apartments or spaces, hard getting out all the tools to be able to bake.
You have only what you need and nothing more, nothing less.
Oh, that's really exciting, guys. So check it out. Are you on social media?
We are. We're on Instagram, Twitter. Everything's at Scratch and Grain.
Okay, Scratch and Grain.
Yes.
Awesome. Thanks, guys. I'm Cat Navarro with IdeateTV.